Love, light, and blessings. This is Shamanic Awak Priestess here, and I wanted to make this quick video about my May wrap up, May favorites. And the month of May has been really good spiritually for me. Um, so it's been almost 6 months since I haven't worked on the psychic hotline. I don't know still what I'm going to do with that. I've just been working with personal clients and a lot of readings, and also my healing work has picked up as well. So I've been doing that as well and studying and still doing that. So like I had said previously before, a year and a day of another form of African traditional religion. So I've been doing that. A very close friend of mine that I adore has just had a baby, so I've been praying for her and doing that, and just very excited about a new life that's come in the month of May. So that's been also very exciting. And I also been like very I love incense sticks. I do, but like I've been very into burning like herbs and things like that. I love that. Like there's nothing like burning herbs and essence. So I've been really using a lot of frankincense and myrrh essence. I like buying these by the bulk, and I like this is good for protection, and so it's good to remove negativity, but it also puts protections in it, and it smells really good, and it's very potent, and I love it. And I've been burning the hell out of that this month, especially. I've been doing a lot of cleansing, a lot of spiritually cleansing of my space, really getting into that more, especially because of what I do for a living. When you're greeting somebody, you're exchanging energies, and I always want to make sure that my home is positive, high vibrations, because I do have children that live with me, and I don't want them picking up any of that negative residue type of energy. So I've been also burning a lot of this sage. I like the sage bundles, but I love these better when you put them on a coal. Like they just burn so good. Taking it around with incense holder, and just because it has like a handle, mine has a handle, and I like to do that. Reminds me of the Catholic Church when they always carrying around the incense burners with the handles and everything, and they go around the temple. So I have to refill this today because, yes, you can see I've been using it so much. There's barely anything left in it. So I have to refill that. And then this month as well, I created 12 original oil blends and scents. And so I've done that this month, and I've been really excited about. I'm not going to show you the label because I don't want to show what the oil is for. I'm a very superstitious woman, but I'll just show you what the oil looks like. Like, I love using real herbs and oils and all that beautiful stuff. So I've been making a lot of these oils and things like that. I made 12 this size, and I used them for anointing myself, anointing candles, and ingredients in my hoodoo lamps. I've been doing a lot of those lately, so that has been picking up for self and others. So making my hoodoo lamps. I do make hoodoo lamps for love, money, protection, so on and so forth. Of course, always after a consultation. I've also incorporated hoodoo dolls. I make them myself. I've also incorporated that in my client practice as well. So that's another form of a ritual that I do perform on the behalf of others, and spells. And so I've been doing all those things this month. Lots of spiritual work and stuff like that. And speaking of spiritual work, I've my favorite crystals of this month that I've used a lot of has been these wonderful this wonderful amethyst. It's not the prettiest amethyst I have, but it's very potent. I used it a lot with a grid that I had, just working a lot on bad habits this month, and the solar plexus chakra, and also working a lot with the sacral chakra, but a lot also with my crown chakra, the way that I think about things, and using the amethyst for that. And I have 4 of these. 2 of them are in use right now, but these wonderful pieces of selenite, I love these for setting up protections, whether it's for rituals or setting up protections around my home, certain corners or things like that. I love these. They're very protective, and so I've been using that a lot this month as well. And then as far as decks for the month of May, my favorite decks that I've worked with, Stephen D. Farmer's, the Powerful Animal Oracle cards. I've been using those. And as everybody knows, when I'm not using a deck anymore, I like to put them in order. So the order that they came in is the order the decks are when I put them back. I don't like having decks out of order or upside down cards. If I'm not using a deck, I want it to be in the actual order. I'm very OCD like that. I don't like opening up a deck when I'm going to start working with it again and it's out of order. I don't know, I just don't like it. So, but I've been dreaming a lot with animals in May. So, I've been using these, I use these cards a lot in the month of May. I had a lot of animal dreams, and not only just my spirit guide animals, but like just animals in general. So these have been pretty awesome. So a lot of journaling, dream journaling and stuff like that. This is going to be one of my all-time favorite decks. It's just one of the most beautiful decks I've ever seen, and I get the best readings. And this one is the Nature Spirit Oracle cards. I'm trying to see who made the deck. Denise Lynn. So I love the messages that I get from this deck. They're powerful, it's beautiful, and I love this deck. Feels authentic because I've seen some like indigenous decks that they don't speak to me, and her deck does. It just has such beautiful imagery, and I love pulling a daily draw with these cards. So I worked with this deck intensively also in the month of May. Another deck that I worked with in the month of May that I also absolutely adore, it's Soul Journey by James Van Praagh. I think that's how you say his name. And mandalas, like this deck is beautiful. I don't use a lot of decks with clients and things like that, but I have actually used this in the past with other people, with clients too. Not so much in a reading, but kind of like when I was doing the hotlines and stuff, when we just like pull a card to see if we connect kind of thing, and it would bring people in, and then I would do the actual tarot reading. But this was just kind of like a sample, quick connection. And I always get beautiful messages for myself and others with this. And I love having decks like this on my altar. The altar that's next to me, when I pull a card, and I think I've showed that on camera already, I have card holders, and I like to look at my daily messages. Especially at the end of the day, I'll journal at the end of the day or really early in the next morning or whatever, and I'll meditate on how those cards related to my day, and any lessons that I learned, and things like that. So I like looking at the cards throughout the day, especially if it's like a warning message. I'll keep in mind like, oh, they said it's going to be a hard day today, or this and this is going to happen, or I'm going to have conflicts with such and such. So I'm more guarded and careful, right? Because that's the whole point of fortune telling. If it's an avoidable situation, and you're aware of it, you can do things to, like, you know, avoid it or lessen the blow and things like that. So it's like knowing your power, right? Getting your power back because you know what's ahead. You know what I mean? And you can, and there's always something we can change, right? Because we have that power. The next deck is the Messenger Oracle, and this one's by Raven Felon, and this is the backs, and I love this one too. I use this one in the month of May as well, and I love this deck as well. So much symbolism. I love her art style. It has the Green Man in it, so it has Gaia in it. So there was a time I worked with them a lot. Not so much anymore. I notice sometimes with certain spirits or certain energies, like they'll be with you for a little while, and then sometimes they pull back and they leave. But another spirit comes through after that. So sometimes some spirits just come for a reason and a season, and then their work with you is done, and then they just move forward. So you know, a practice can always be evolving and can always be changing. So this is the messenger oracle. And so that was it for oracle cards. And then as far as tarot decks, the dreams of Gaia. The dreams of Gaia. I had wonderful readings with this deck as well. And I love, this is by Raven Phelan, and I love her guidebook, the imagery. I'm not crazy about the new card stock on this deck. I like the original deck better, but I guess you don't get the fingerprints on this one. But this one gets more easily chipped. And it's more like, I don't know, I don't like the cardboardy, I guess. I'm not crazy about it, but the deck itself, I love these entities. This deck feels very spiritual. This, oh my God, this card. I've had some experiences with that card. I love the element of fire on this deck too. I love everything about this deck. So it's been a good time. It's been wonderful getting to work with this gorgeous, beautiful deck. And had some very powerful reading with this deck, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then this other deck. Okay, there we go. Which is the Green Witch Tarot. And I work with this deck too. This deck took me longer to bond with when I first got it. I was like, regretted it and everything. But then just after months and months of having it, all of a sudden I picked it up and I just connected with it. So this deck, I got it when I was trying to learn more about the Sabbats, the Wheel of the Year, which I'm going to be honest, I don't really incorporate that in my practice. I don't know what it is. It doesn't speak to me. So the Wheel of the Year does not speak to me. So I've stopped trying to force myself to celebrate the Sabbats and the Esbats. Something I didn't really grow up with. What I do instead, the spirits that I work with, they have their feast day in my practice. So there's certain days of the year where they're celebrated, so kind of like a birthday. And so we do food and they get offerings more than that, but it's like a birthday party, so they get gifts, offerings, food, music, so it's like a party for the spirits. And we do that instead here. And that resonates with me more than the Sabbats or the Espats. So that is how I celebrate throughout the year. Because I have some spirits, their feast days are in the summer. I have a spirit that I work with. Her feast day is when everybody's having in bulk. So, so that's what I do. And things like that. As far as like Samhain, Halloween, um, I do celebrate the Day of the Dead, which is not actually on Samhain, but you know what I mean. It's in November, but All Souls Day, Day of the Death. But I celebrate my ancestors or my spirit, my familiars, my family members that have passed away, or my ancestors. I celebrate them all year round because I have an ongoing ancestral altar, the same kind my mom's had, and et cetera, et cetera. So I talk to them at least once a week, or at least the least once a week, do something with that altar and try to give offerings, whether it's incense or food or whatever the case may be, or something that I know that person loves to do. I try to keep up with that, and I constantly burn candles for them on a daily basis, and I try to pray to them on a daily basis and have conversations. So my familiars and my ancestors are something that is the foundation of my practice. So I don't just do it once a year. It's an everyday thing for me. So um as much as I like Samhain, it's to me it's Samhain every day. So it's like every day I'm celebrating you, right? It's kind of like Valentine's Day. I don't know, like I didn't mind getting stuff for Valentine's Day, but at the same time, like, why can't you love me all year round, you know? So, and then my one of my last favorite things this month is this candle that I got, and I showed it in a video. I got this from Burlington Coal Factory. I love Burlington Coal Factory. It's sandalwood and spice, and it has uh sandalwood in it. It has white amber tonka beans. I love tonka beans, guys. Very potent. And cardamom. I love cardamom too. So I have this on my reading altar, and it smells so good, and I burn it while I'm doing readings and things like that, and it just brings up my vibrations and gets me to that place. And I always have my other white candle that's my guiding candle, but I love burning incense. But sometimes with my asthma, especially in the summer, I can't really be burning sticks as much all the time, and stuff like that. And allergies are bad in the one, so this is a good alternative for me. And I only pay like $8. I think the original price is like $16.99. So I got it for more than half off. I just love it. So I've been burning it a lot, and I adore it. And I'm probably gonna go get me another one when this one runs out, but I love it very much. So thank you so much for watching this video. I thought I would make this video. I'm in between readings, so I did a reading prior to this. I have another reading that's gonna start in about 20-25 minutes. So I'm going to go pray. I'm going to go clear myself and anoint myself and get myself into the mind frame of conducting a reading. If you want to work with me on a one-on-one basis, you can contact me on my website, shamanic-priestess.com. And there you can ask me questions if you have any questions. There's also, if you click on the shop, there's 4 different price points and 2 healing sessions on there. So you can book those. I like to do readings. Especially if I don't have never worked with you, consultation first, then I would do work for you. And I've explained why, for that reason. I could feel a spirit speaking to me in my ear, like my ears popping, and I could literally feel the whispering of one of my spirit guides. So they're probably like, all right, get off the thing, and let them know about the site, and let's get ready to do this reading. So I have to do prayers. I can feel like the spirits want to talk to me. They have a message for me. So, because I am a psychic medium, guys, as well. So I'm a psychic reader, and I am a medium. So I am constantly always speaking directly to spirits, and things like that. So, for example, when I do an ancestral healing, There are no cards in that. It's me directly channeling a spirit entity, and it will talk through me, but it's the spirit actually talking to you, not myself. So I've been told that's pretty intense. So I love doing that though. I don't remember whatever happens most of the time, but yeah, I love doing that though, and everything. So yeah, so that's basically my favorites of this month. Like I said, a new life came this month, and I've been customizing things and creating oils, and created a beautiful some beautiful hoodoo dolls that I've been using in my practice, and also for clients, and stuff like that. So I don't sell them unless I'm going to work them for you and then give them to you when the said service is done. And there's a reason for that, which I'm not going to get into on this video, but they come charged and everything like that. But they're not something that you just like buy. If the spirits are saying you require a working that involves hoodoo dolls, I will give them back to you once that working is done, so that you can have them, and then I will explain to you how you use them after the working is done. But all right, guys, love, light, and blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until the next video, guys. Oh, and look out for my my witchy herbs video that's going to come out on a weekly basis. Getting back to basics and your everyday kitchen herbs. I'm going to explain the correspondences, the uses, and all that kind of stuff. So last video got a lot of good feedback. So I want to continue doing that series. I'm going to try my best to post that at least on a weekly basis. Okay. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.